It is no longer news that the Lagos State governor has embarked on demolishing building structures that are no longer safe for human to live in or to make use of. One of those buildings, amongst many others, is that of Alaba International Market, where electronics and a lot of businesses are done predominantly by the Southeasterners Igbos. Now, there are mixed reactions as regards this demolition. Some are saying this is tribal cleansing, ethnic cleansing, and many other things that people are saying. Now, if you look closely at majority of the buildings structures, you realize that it's a death trap. If the government does nothing about it, the same people will complain. If the government takes action, the same people will complain. Regardless of sentiments and emotions, government will definitely do what they need to do. That's just what it is. Let us watch a few clips of one of the traders in Alaba International Market on the mainland of Lagos State complaining, saying this is the only livelihood, this is that. Let us hear what he has to say.
Money. I'm paying 6,005 tenement rates to local government every year. And they never ask for more, and I didn't pay. So I don't know why they will just come over and break where I'm a family man. I own a family. I have children, and I have no other thing apart from a shop here. So I don't know why they want to break it.
Welcome back. Now, I'm sure you have your own opinion as regards this. Do you think these feeble structures, these structures that are beginning to crack, and many of them have been patched, do you think this is a safe place for you as a human being to trade in? Not to talk of people who might meet their end buying in these structures that look so dilapidated. This is
the government said it had
sense.
given notices to affected persons since 2016, but they have found of harassing enforcement officers.
They know that enforcement of those laws are serious in those countries that they travel to. But in Nigeria, in their own country, they want to live lawless. They care less about their own safety, all for money. You will have to be alive to spend money. You will have to be alive to do all of this. Why will you put yourself at risk? Some of them are complaining, claiming that the state governor, the government, did not inform them about this. They just came mad, and no, it is not possible. It is just not possible. According to the report that we heard, the report is that the government already talked about it and gave the owners of such buildings instructions, telling them your structure will have to be pulled down. It will have to be pulled down. If they wanted to pull it down, they've made a lot of money with using these structures to trade. If they wanted, they would have pulled down this structure themselves and build again. But because they will not, enforcement has to take place, and that is exactly what we are seeing. Alaba International Market on the island of Lagos State. Well, I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. If you are a trader or you move around that particular place, because some association, predominantly Igbos, are saying it is inhumane. This demolition is inhumane. I cannot understand how people will be comfortable to sit and trade in such structures. These structures are so feeble. They are cracked up here and there, broken, no maintenance, nothing. They are saying that this is vengeful due to politics. They are saying that some Yorubas in Lagos are trying to push Igbos away. They are saying because certain groups of people voted for Peter Obi. Does this make sense at all? Does it really make sense? Well, as you all know, I know everyone knows that if that structure collapse on them, they will say the same thing. They will say we pay tenement rate. The state government did not enforce. They should have come around to see. We complained to the owners of these structures, but because we needed to feed our families, human beings will always find something, somewhere to push their complaint to whenever anything happens. Well, the demolition, which is being carried out by the Lagos State Task Force, it has sparked outrage among traders in the market. They are describing this as vengeful. They are saying this is politically motivated, and this is an attempt to force them out. Does this make sense? I do not see them forcing them out. Now, some are saying that the state government should have probably provided a place for them to trade whilst demolishing that particular place. The state government will do this if that building, if the state government created it, if they built it. I believe most of those shops there are personal, doesn't belong to the state government. State government did not build those shops. It is not government owned. Apart from tax, revenue that is generated, tenement rate revenue and all of that is generated. The state government is not coming to demolish and build it for you. If it were the state government's property, then you can talk about, please, can you relocate us somewhere else to trade whilst you are demolishing? And majority of the structures there are weak, originally weak. They were built in a hurry just for them to trade. The quality is so low, and you still want to retain it after these structures have shown signs of wear and tear. This is terrible. In the same vein, Ezekwesili tasked Sanwo-Olu on Alaba market demolition because of the controversy over the 17 shops in the market that has been marked for total demolition. The Lagos State government had explained that the building in the market are physically distressed and that the lives of businessmen and women, traders within the market, will be put at risk if left. At the end of the day, there is what they call imminent collapse. That is the truth. General Manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, Gbolahan Oki, said the distressed building also poses danger to other adjoining structures. So it is not just the structure itself. Once it collapses, it could affect the structural integrity of other buildings. So Mrs. Ezekwesili said, she said, as an Igbo person coming from an Igbo speaking community in Anambra State, said that the details of the demolition would serve as a proof that the governor was not on a vengeful political mission against the Igbos in the market. I have a policy advice for Jide Sanwo-Olu that would be helpful for all sides and the public. Mrs. Ezekwesili wrote on a verified Twitter handle on Tuesday, Mr. Governor, please immediately publish details of each destroyed building and the deadline of due process, rules that were exhausted by your government before it was removed. It will be wise for the governor to take this counsel on transparency and full disclosure, since it will provide evidence to the public that this is not a vengeful political attack against the predominant Igbo community in Alaba market. Well, I do not think that this is vengeful. The structures are there. Is Ezekwesili blind? Everyone can see that these structures are what I call death trap. It is there. Look at it. Look at it. Those structures are death trap. You don't need any evidence. The people who trade in that market, businessmen and women who are there, know that this is a death trap. But because of the love for money, the love of money, and not just that alone, because of the situation, people make ends meet going to that place to trade. This is how they pay their rent. Things are going to change for those who are not multi-millionaires. Those who are just, fending here and there, hand to mouth and all of that. I do understand that there are people who are just trying to pick up their businesses. I understand that there is so much. It's more like a stroke of bad luck to some people. I do understand all of this. But then, if you have no life, what if you are dead? How then will you feed that your wife and children? What if you are dead? If you're a single mother and you die in one of these structures, this is what people should begin to look at also. Not just, this is a target against us. Why are they breaking the shops? They should allow the shops to remain. No, how can it remain? It cannot remain. It's not possible. It's just not possible. I do, like I said, feel the pain of those who have been caught up in this, but we have to tell ourselves the truth. We have to be realistic about it. These structures are too feeble. These structures are cracked up. These structures, they are not a place for any human being to stay in. Anything can happen at any time. I don't know what your own opinion is. Probably is different from mine. Drop it in the comment section. You can see multiple pictures. You have seen videos. You have seen all of these structures. Do you think the state governor, Jide Sanwo-Olu, is doing this to disrupt Igbos, target Igbos, or is helping them stay alive? Like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.